Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Cream, and my channel is Curly Willow Acres, our little farm here. I would love for you to subscribe. That would be wonderful. Each one of your comments mean the world to me, and I'm so thankful for it. Today, I'm going to show you how I add cottage core elements to my home, and I do it very inexpensively. I do a lot of thrifting. I do a lot of DIYs. I do buy some things, new once in a while at Hobby Lobby, especially seasonal things. But my favorite is thrifting, and this is different elements that I add into my home to get that cottage core feel. I do a lot of vintage pictures and vintage gold frames that I found at thrift stores and yard sales. And this picture actually was, that floral print was something my daughter was throwing away. And I grabbed it from her and put it in an old frame that I had. And then I have an old basket here that I got at a thrift store. And that green hangy thing is a brand new find that I found at a yard sale for 50 cents. He was selling a whole bunch of different ones. So I put that there. Some dried flowers that I have out my garden that I dried. This is a thrifted brass candle holder that I had gotten, I think for only a couple dollars. But I love all that put together for a little cottage core. And then I also just add white pictures. And this is just something I do. And it works out for me is if I find pictures that aren't white, but I like the look of them and they're not vintage or anything, I'll just paint them with some matte spray paint or sometimes glossy. I guess it doesn't matter. And I add old vintage baskets. I love them. You can find them at thrift stores and yard sales all the time. But that's how I added it to my fireplace here. I have vintage baskets all over my house, it seems like. But this one I really love, and I put the dried flowers in it too, and that doesn't cost much. And I also, this is a cute little cottage core element that I add little teacups to all of my canisters. These are just, I think, like, I got them like 25 cents, 10 cents each at yard sales. I see them all the time. And instead of using measuring cups, I use the teacups. And I've measured out to see how much they hold so I know when I'm baking and stuff. And I think that's kind of cute. And here's another little vintage basket that I have on my counter. I got that at a Habitat for Humanity for like $1. And there's some medals that I add, some that I've gotten at thrift stores again, really cheap. And then that's that fruit topiary that I got at yard sale and I redid, or I got at a thrift store for $1. But I add mixed metals too. That's not everybody's thing, but I love the mixed metals together, the copper, the brass, the antique gold looking things. I put all them together. Here's some molds that I got at a yard sale recently for like 25 cents and 15 cents each. I was so excited. It was someone's grandma that was selling stuff, and she just had it for very, very cheap. I only spent a couple dollars and got a whole bunch of stuff there. Copper tea kettle that I just love. I have a couple that I'm going to be giving away too. And also another element is plants, either real or faux. I do both. Here I have some real ones, but then there's some faux plants. And then here's some dried flowers, and then another real plant. But I mix the two too, and they go really nice together. That's my pothos. And then that's a strawberry begonia. That is something I got on clearance at Walmart and revived it a couple years ago. And then linens, doilies, linens, quilts. I use lace everywhere. This is a quilt I have, a ruffled quilt that I have in the dining room. And this next thing is a quilted topper that I got from a friend that made it for me for my birthday or Christmas one year. And I just love that. But here's a picture of everything, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm so thankful that you stopped by, and I hope this helped give you some inspiration to decorate your home with the cottage core accents by shopping yard sales and thrift stores, and just shopping your own home too. Sometimes just changing up the color can make it all come together for you. Here's some vintage swan that I got. I think that was just a couple dollars. And always fresh flowers. Always are a good cottage core accent too. I put them everywhere, especially this time of year, but not always in the winter. Sometimes I do a grocery store. But here's some grocery store bouquet. But thank you so much. Please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. And I thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you so much for all your encouraging comments. That means the world to me. It really does. And really gives me the encouragement to keep going and trying out this new YouTube thing for me. And also my favorite Bible verse, Lamentations 3:21 through 24. It always gives me hope, and I love that. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for stopping by.